incident is a race against time. When many people are injured, how we respond can make the difference between how many victims survive and how many die. START, the simple triage and rapid treatment system, enables rescuers to do the most good for the greatest number of victims in the shortest amount of time. START training will help you save lives. Triage is a system for sorting victims so the most seriously injured can be treated and transported first. Most rescue plans call for triage in a multi-casualty incident, but they don't tell you how to do it. We will. In this video, we'll help you learn START, simple triage and rapid treatment. Your START training will enable you to take charge when you're faced with many casualties and time is critical. START training will teach you how to do 3 important things. What to do when you first arrive at a multi-casualty incident, how to assess an injured victim in less than a minute so that you can prioritize victims into one of 4 treatment categories. In this video, we'll use a triage tag with 4 categories: minor, delayed, immediate, and deceased. Each category is a different color. The colored strips are removed, so the last color remaining on the tag shows the patient's classification. Triage identification may be different in your region, and you should familiarize yourself with the method used in your community. Any professional or non-professional with first aid training can learn and use the START methods. Get ready. Get set. Let's start.
Newport Engine 5, Newport Medic 3, respond to a traffic collision with injuries. Grid 39, Avocado and Coast Highway.
It sounds like a routine call, but are you prepared to respond to something like this?
Central Net, Newport Engine 5 at scene, 2-vehicle traffic collision, auto versus a transit bus. Stand by for additional resources. Norm, handle fire control. Pull a pre-connect.
Safety measures are your first priority.
Alan, I want you to make access to the bus and start patient triage.
We got 2 people in the car. We got about 20 to 30 in the bus.
Okay. Central Net, Newport Engine 5. Assign 3 medical task forces and 1 truck company.
The company officer calls for additional resources and will continue to evaluate the scene. The START method is the answer to the first responder's question: what do I do now?
Okay, help's here. Need you to back away from the glass as much as you can. Cover your faces. Cover your face. I need everybody to stand up and walk. Everybody stand up and walk outside here. Walk outside. Over to the curb. Walk over to the curb. How are you two doing? You look okay. Fine. I need you guys to stick around to help me, so just wait right here, okay? Are you able to walk at all? Get up and walk. Can you help him get up, but stay right there. I'm coming. Okay, I'm going to need one of your help. I repositioned his airway. I need you just to make sure his head stays in that position, okay? He's breathing on his own now. Just maintain that airway. Great. Okay, I'm going to need Okay, she's bleeding pretty bad. I need you to hold pressure on that leg over there. Just put as much pressure as you can. I need you to stop the bleeding. You know your name? What happened? You know your name? You know what happened? What's your name?
Jan.
Jan, do you know what happened, Jan?
My bus went over, I don't know.
Okay. You just stay right here. We got additional help coming, okay?
This firefighter has just triaged 15 injured people in less than 3 minutes. 9 people were categorized as minor injuries because they were able to walk away without help. It took less than 30 seconds each to assess, categorize, and tag the other 6. With START, you can confidently triage patients so the most seriously injured can be treated and transported first. Now let's return to the bus accident and learn how to use the START techniques.
I need everybody who can stand up and walk to do so. You can stand up and walk outside here over to the curb.
It is important to clear the scene of as many minor injuries as you can. Direct victims who can walk to a specific destination nearby and tell them to stay there. By asking the walking wounded to leave, the rescuer has just triaged 9 victims into the minor injury category in a matter of seconds.
How are you two doing? You look okay. I need you guys to stick around to help me, so just wait right here, okay?
Non-injured bystanders can be used as a resource to help provide basic first aid to those who are injured. This is part of the rapid treatment that takes place during initial triage. What victim gets your attention first? The unconscious child? The man covered in blood? The hysterical bus driver? Because you have no way of knowing at a glance who and where the most critically injured victims are, you start where you stand. Patient assessment begins as soon as the walking wounded have been directed away from the scene. The START assessment is simple and easy to learn. It only has 3 steps. RPM. Respiration, perfusion, mental status. RPM. When you're facing a multi-casualty incident and you're all revved up, just remember RPM. Now we'll learn how to use RPM to assess each patient in about 30 seconds. Respiration is the first assessment because it is the most critical function. If the patient is not breathing because of an obstructed airway, attempt to clear the airway. Depending on the type of obstruction, either reposition the patient's head or remove any debris that may be lodged in the throat. While repositioning an injured patient's head may be contrary to what you've learned about cervical stabilization, Dr. Greg Super explains how to handle a patient who's unconscious and not breathing.
If we do nothing, he's a certain field death. If we open his airway,